Hello YouTube, thank you for joining my channel today. My name is James, and in today's video I have this old Hewlett Packard computer, and we're going to see if it works, if it boots up or anything. If it does not boot up, we're going to see if we can try to get it to boot up. So with that said, let's dive into the video. Okay, so as I've said in some of my other videos, I do not have a screen capture card, so I'm using my camera to record the screen that I'm going to be using for this computer. So let's turn the computer on and see if we get anything on the screen. I can hear that things are, the fans are spinning up. But there doesn't seem to be anything coming out from the onboard video on the motherboard. This computer does have a graphics card, so I will have to see if maybe the graphics card is putting out some video. So I will hook it up and be right back. Oh, wait, nope, it just beeped. But still nothing on the screen. So we will try to hook it up to a different, with a different cable. Okay, so it seems that using the onboard, or not the onboard graphics, sorry, the graphics card is giving us the same no image. So let's continue. Let me shut it down, and we'll try and turn it back on again just to make sure. Let's see. What is this? Okay. I am actually getting a picture. Okay. So I have this message on the screen. It says your system configuration has changed since your last boot, or a loss of power to the real-time clock has occurred. The real-time clock will lose power if the onboard battery is not functioning correctly. Pressing F1 will record the new configuration. If this message persists, you may need to replace the battery. So let's go here and F1 to save configuration. And it's beeping again. System time is invalid, so that's okay. We'll go ahead and boot anyway. Look at that, it is booting into Windows XP. There's nothing wrong with this computer other than it needs a new battery for the motherboard. And that is usually a pretty simple fix. So I seem to have, like, oh, there it goes. Let's see if I can get in here. I can get in here. The computer is a bit slow, obviously. It's an old Windows XP machine with a whole whopping 1 gigabyte of RAM. It's been a while since I've used Windows XP. I forgot how to. Ah, here it is. Never mind. Oops, if you guys are wondering, the language on here is Icelandic. So. We'll go ahead and shut this computer down. I'm not going to be like digging through any of the files on here or anything like that. So there was some mention on when the computer started about the real-time clock battery needing to be changed. And that's usually fairly simple to do. It's generally a 2023 or 2320 something. I don't know exactly the size. I have some laying around. So I'll go ahead and get that changed out. But it's just a button cell battery that sits on the motherboard in most cases. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and crack this case open and try to find the battery. Okay, so now we're here at the computer. We're going to go ahead and open the case. It's done by lifting up on this tab and then slide back. Yep, slide back. And here we go. We've pulled the case off. Or the side panel on this particular case is off. And there's a little button cell battery down here behind the video card. It is a CR2032. I was fairly close with the battery size. So let me go get a battery. Okay, so I'm back and we are going to dig in here and try to get this battery out. Before I do that, I'm going to move the camera around so you guys can hopefully see what it is that I'm trying to do. Alright, so the real-time clock battery is this battery right here. Like I said, it's just a normal button cell battery. I have a fresh one here for you for the computer. And fairly simple to change out. You just need a small flathead screwdriver. I would actually first disconnect the power supply. So there it is. Power supply is disconnected. You don't really want any. You don't want anything really live in here. So the power supply is disconnected. We're going to, just to make things go a little bit easier, we're also going to take out this the graphics card here. So we'll unplug the cable from the back side. There's this weird lock looking thing here that I have no idea how it's supposed to work. Oh, there we go. So you push this down. I don't know if you can see it in the camera. You can't. So I will adjust it a little bit. So yeah, you'll push this down to get this out of the case here. And there's another one back here in the corner, same thing, just push it down. And then this flips out of the way. And then we'll come back down here to the graphics card and the battery. So the only issue with changing the battery is this heatsink here on the graphics card. That's why I'm going to go ahead and pull it up to get it out of the way here. And there's a little tab down here that we bend this way and carefully pull the card out. And it's caught up here on the top. Of course it's caught on the top. Because, things can't ever be easy. There we go. So we'll take the graphics card out. We'll set it here to the side. And then what we're getting at is this battery right here. So I'll just take my little screwdriver. There's a small tab here. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but hopefully. And we'll just push this with the screwdriver to push it this way towards the edge of the battery housing here. And the battery will just flip up out of the way. And we'll take the old battery, set it aside because we don't need it. Take the new battery, and the installation is just as easy. Just push it in until it snaps in place. There, the battery's been installed. We're going to reinstall the graphics card, and installation of that is the exact opposite of what we did. So we'll align this edge. A little bit of dust on there. So we'll align the edge here with the socket, making sure that the key, this notch, lines up with the cut, or make sure this cutout lines up with the notch here. And once we've made sure that everything is aligned, we'll just push it in, and it's been reinstalled. For securing it, we'll just take this and push it back down on the outside of this case and push it in until it snaps in place, which it's done. And that is it. We have changed the real-time clock battery for this motherboard. After doing that, we're going to make sure that everything works, make sure that everything still works fine. And we're going to do that by hooking up the video cable back to the graphics card. We'll hook up the power cable back to the power supply, and this computer boots up automatically on when it regains power, and we'll go back to see what's going on the screen. We're going to wait for it to do its thing. It's got to check 1 GB of RAM because the real-time clock has been reset. It has to do this, but with any luck, it will not do this after this point. So alright, and here we are to the login screen. So to be sure that we actually fixed the problem, we're going to shut the system down. We're going to disconnect the power supply again. Hook up the power supply and turn it on. And there we have it. So no more initialization of the memory because it now knows how much memory is in the system. No more errors about the time not being correct or anything like that. Okay, well that is it for today's video. Seems that the only problem with this machine was it just needed a new battery in the motherboard. So we replaced the battery. I didn't mention earlier, but the battery position in most desktop motherboards is, and it changes by motherboard, but they're mostly in the same general area. Going to be typically around the PCI slots. So, but yeah, we fixed this computer. It's ready to go for the most part. If you like this video, hit like, hit subscribe. Feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video.